Man, it's low-key lockdown and we back with another video. Today we got a legendary matchup that could have been made if, the conditions were right at the time. And, a lot of shit happened and, it just never happened. Max Holloway versus Tony Ferguson. I really feel like they're the same person. Honestly, Tony Ferguson is I think he's Max Holloway. I feel like he's in disguise and he comes back to fight as Max Holloway. Except for, Max Holloway's boxing is a bit better, but the way that they fight is so, similar, man. They pressure, they always got that pressure with them, man. It's so much pressure, and they absorb an amazing amount of damage without, folding. They're extremely tough fighters, man. No bullshit. So, look, man, we're going to break this down, and hopefully we're going to come out with a winner in the end. First things first, we got Max Holloway, He's an extremely high-volume boxer, man. He throws lots of combinations, most attempts at punches in the UFC, I believe. That man is always throwing some punches, man. If you watch a Max Holloway fight, you're getting what you paid for. He's going to swing 1,000,001 times. He's going to swing as many times as he possibly can during the fight. Excellent boxing, though, man. Excellent, man. But he also gets hit a lot. One of the best chins in the UFC, honorable mention, to be honest. And him and Nate Diaz definitely up there, man. He's definitely up there. And he's fought a lot of the best people in his weight class. Dustin Poirier, Alexander Volkanovski, Charles Oliveira, Conor McGregor. I mean, look, bro, he's got a list of people, man. I mean, I ain't say he won all of them, but shit, he's fighting everybody, man. He's not scared of nothing, man. He ain't scared of shit. And he's out there making a lot of these guys look bad, man. He's no-look punching niggas in the face and shit, man. Did you see that shit? He said, look, I'm the best boxer in the UFC, baby. Snuffed him. And then, he walked away. He damn near walked off on him and dodged 3-4 punches. That shit crazy. We got Tony Ferguson, El Cucuy, extremely sharp chin, extremely strong chin, you feel me? Ability to absorb damage, great on the ground as well. He's got a pretty good ground game. His style is very unorthodox, and he's very aggressive in his approach as well. Great stamina. Both of these fighters have amazing stamina, so this is going to be a straight slugfest all the way through. There will be no rest periods in between this fight, man. One thing I gotta give to Tony Ferguson, I think his kicks are better. Max Holloway, if he could incorporate better kicks into his style, I think it'd be a lot better for him as a fighter in general. Because he's a long fighter, he just needs to incorporate those kicks instead of always going for the boxing. But especially in situations where he was fighting Alexander Volkanovski, he could have used his range better with the kicks on Volkanovski. But Volkanovski is not an easy task at all to be fighting in the first place. So I don't blame him. Max Holloway is also a great fighter up against the cage, man. If he puts you up against the cage, man, you're going to open up, man. He's going to nail you once he puts you by the cage, man. So please, if you're fighting him and you're a fighter, do not end up on that cage, because he's going to box your lights out, man. He doesn't really have a lot of punching power, but he has punching volume, which, you can make up for it. If you punch enough times, they're going to fall asleep. And also, one thing to mention about this whole entire fight, Max Holloway has never been dropped before in the UFC, I believe. I don't think he's ever been dropped before. Tony Ferguson, after his 12-fight win streak, shit went crazy. But we're only talking about prime Tony Ferguson. We're not going to use the old Tony Ferguson. That's unfair. We know that he's old. We know that he's washed now. But, back then, when he was fresh, when he was really out there, when he was really young and not young. He was never young, but he, he had life in him. His career was still popping. But, man, look, dog, this shit is amazing. If it goes to the ground, Max Holloway's pretty good on the ground too, but I got Tony Ferguson. If it's on the ground, Tony Ferguson has an amazing arsenal of, judo. He's able to get that Darce choke. He's able to do his back. Look, he's a shifty individual. He moves all crazy. He's a very flexible individual. And his ability to withstand, let's say you put him in an arm bar, man. I can't remember, for some reason the terminology is slipping my mind, but if you put him in an arm bar, man, and he don't feel like it's going to break, man, he is not going to tap. He's not. I don't even think he's going to tap if you feel like it's going to break. That man is tough. This is very tough fighters right here. This is two tough-ass fighters fighting in the ring, man. I'm saying. And even during, Tony Ferguson's run out, he didn't get dropped, nor his run at all. He was out there making them guys look bad. He was out there out-wrestling and out-boxing these guys, man. I think that this shit should have been happened, man, to be honest, man. And it's really a tragedy that didn't get to happen, but it is what it is. Fights are what they are, and, you know, shits don't get made, then it just don't get made. Look, man, Max Holloway is definitely the better boxer in this scenario. Absolutely 100%. I believe that with all of my heart and soul. But Tony Ferguson is the better ground guy in this game, and I think that both of these guys, man, I don't know what to say about how this fight would go. I feel like they're slug with each other, too. Really, this is an exact 50-50 fight, because I feel like they're the same person. I feel like they're the same human. So, man, with that being said, this fight, I don't even know how. What the hell? This fight is definitely 50-50 if they were to fight, man. But honestly, Tony Ferguson, just because he has a ground game, I feel like it could happen for him. If he doesn't get, like, completely, like, overwhelmed by, you know, Max Holloway's boxing. Because Max Holloway's boxing is definitely levels above Tony Ferguson's boxing, if we're going to be honest. But they both have aspects of their fight game that they're just much sharper than each other at. But, like, still, oh, my God. Nobody getting put to sleep. It's just like, bro, what the hell? They just gonna be fighting. This got to go to the cup. Well, I don't know. It's going to the cards. Because these guys are not going to give up. They're not going to tap. They're not, bro. It's definitely going to the cards. It's going to the points, man. And their stamina is crazy. Nobody's going to get tired. Not going to quit. None of that. So, with that being said, man, this shit is a 50-50 fight. And we out. Let me know what y'all think. If you think I'm wrong, educate me. Don't bash me. You feel me? And we out.